Yo, what's up? Welcome to Radio Ridley Radio. It's your boy Michael Ridley. Today's date is July. What is today's date?
16th.
July 16th. It's 2:09 p.m. Central Standard Time in the great town of Austin, Texas. Today, I'm joined with one of my favorite people in the world. Give it up for Tim Butterly, everybody. He's here.
Let's go.
A lot of you guys have been in my DMs, and you're like, you should get Tim Butterly on. That would be like two of my favorite podcasts mixed together. And
I
here
love
you
the
go.
DM guys. The DM guys are saving my life right now.
They're sweet people, man.
Everything I have is because the fucking DM guys are bothering people.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, dude, that would be awesome.
Thanks a lot, you fucking freaks. It means a lot to me.
Yeah. You know what this feels like? This feels like the Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover.
I got dibs on Power Rangers, obviously.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll just be the fat turtle.
Yeah, you enjoy that, man. It's morphin' time for me.
I can be. Yeah, I'll wear an orange headband and
I'll
say
go
cowabunga.
I'll go Pink Ranger so that you're not intimidated.
Oh no! You gotta.
There's no way I'm
be a
going
different
red.
one. No, you gotta be a different Ranger. I'll be turned on.
You're
Pink Ranger.
yeah.
Kim. Shout out Kim.
My Japanese body double has big tits anyway.
Yeah, give it up for Kim Butterly. We already know what the thumbnail is just going to be your head on the
Dude,
Pink Ranger's outfit.
Let's go, man.
And my head on Michelangelo's body.
Timmy Joe Johnson, man. Let's go.
Timmy Joe Johnson. Kimberly Joe.
Pterodactyl. She was Pterodactyl, right?
Yeah.
In the first season?
Yeah. Rest in peace, Triny Tran or whatever her name was. She drove off a cliff in a Jeep and died shortly after the recording of the first season.
The first season? I thought that was like more recent.
Yellow Ranger. No, that was like back in the day.
Trini died back in the day?
She died like right after they recorded
She's
it.
been with me my entire life. I didn't know she was gone.
She's Trini.
I've been carrying her in my heart.
I'm racist. I named her Triny Tran. Her name's Trini Kwan. Oh, she died in 01.
No, the actor's name was Toy Trang.
Toy
so you were
Trang.
half right.
Oh, it was half right. I mixed her names.
Oh
Toy
no, her
Trang.
daughter Mink Kwan is. I mean, dude,
Min Kwan.
There's not a repeating consonant in that entire list of names.
Well, I have a joke about how like we entered a different timeline culturally in 2001 because we had a lot of bad things happen. Dale Earnhardt died in February. The Towers September 11th.
September 3rd, 2001.
Way to get overshadowed. Way to get overshadowed.
Oh my god, what a poorly attended funeral that must have been.
Yeah, imagine mourning over your dead Asian mom and then the towers fall and nobody gives a shit.
They start your funeral service and they're just like off the top, they're just like, what the fuck is going on right now, man?
I swear, dude, 2001 is like an alternate timeline.
Metal Gear Solid 2, obviously.
Yes. I was actually writing a thing. I was trying to think of something funny to riff with you, and I thought of Metal Gear Solid, but like in current times, and it's like Otacon's on the phone with him, and you know, Snake always asks a
It's
question.
called stim fapping, Snake. It's totally cool.
Mossad.
Oh, yeah, you're probably going to want to blame the Jews.
Netanyahu.
The Jews?
Gaza.
Decoy Octopus is posing as Bibi Netanyahu.
The Fear. What were the names?
The Fear, fucking Sniper Wolf, Psycho Mantis is my number one because he was such a fucking clear MK Ultra pervert guy.
Yeah.
Very clearly molested into being a terrorist as a child while giving psychoactive drugs.
Unplug it and then plug it back in for me.
Yeah, look at him. I can see your browser history, Snake.
Yeah.
Why can't I read your cookies? Did you open a private browser?
Yes, incognito mode, Snake. He's always gyrating his hips.
I fucking hate that guy. He instilled in me a lifelong distrust of guys who were like clearly trying to get pussy and completely stopped me from entering the fray whatsoever. I was just like, nah, I'm destined for the fucking controller instead, dude.
Yeah, come over. I'll take photos of you. I have a DSLR camera.
I'm testing my new setup.
Yes.
Have you heard of boudoir? And your girlfriend's just like, no, he's just a photographer. And you're like, I don't like it.
Yes, get naked, hop in this tub full of milk.
No, you look great. This will kill on Instagram.
Yes, baby, yes.
Yeah, this is a boudoir photographer in 2005, man. Fuck this guy.
Facebook profile just full of every chick he went to high school
and
with.
then like his stupid photography watermark in the corner. It's like, nice, man. You're really getting away with it. Fucking pussy.
That's exactly. What was the one with the fire jetpack too? The Russian space astronaut.
It's been too long since I played. But that's the third one,
That's
right?
the third one.
It's been too long, and
what's the fire one? Yeah, he had like a fire villains. Yeah, the
Remember Vamp?
Yeah, right there, Cobra unit.
Was there a guy that was like bees or something?
Yeah, the bee guy, that guy, the pain, the fury, the end. Ocelot, yeah, I loved that. He was kind of zesty. You remember when Ocelot did the revolver thing?
They made him too hot when he was young. He was so badass when he was old, and then they show him young, and it's like he's a kind of fucking Twinkie.
Yeah, they made
it's kind of Hitler Youth, I guess.
They kind of imply that he's gay. They're like during that whole cut.
Look at his face. Hold on, go back to the last one. Look at the fucking lip. The sheen on his bottom lip, and he's pouting at you.
I don't like Sneak. Here, I'll show him how I know my way around a revolver.
It's so cool, though, man. I love that guy.
I like watching the TikToks of the Japanese guys who have that whole sequence fucking memorized.
Ooh, yeah.
It's just a guy in his room on a webcam doing this with a revolver.
Yeah, that's the Asian guy version of practicing like mosh moves at home. You're just doing video game choreography. Nowhere to show it off, though. That's
You like my logo?
Yeah, pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt and
Dale
Rockstar.
and Rockstar at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I want to make mugs.
This is like if me and my dad hung out more.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty good. We have a lot of father issues over here at R3, so it works out. You can't pick your dad. Sometimes your dad's Dale Earnhardt.
Dude, your origin to me is a complete black cloud because it's like you try to read someone from afar, and I do have to say off the top, you were very warm to me from the first meeting, and you've been so welcoming, and you know you're a friendly face that I was happy to see when I finally moved down here.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I've tried to project a backstory onto you, and it's just not fucking working for me. I feel like you landed in a swamp, in a pod touched down and splashed a bunch of frogs out of the way from a distant planet, and then you just came out riffing. What if Dale Earnhardt was gay?
Hey, man, rubbing is raping. Hey, I don't like this restrictor plate gay sex, man. Take the restrictor plate off the gay sex.
Well, you said we take the governor off. Really send this one.
Yeah, you hit the wall too hard. Fortunately, there was a hole in it.
He sent me into the balls.
Yeah. Why are you always on my ass, man? Why are you always on my ass? He's always bumping from the rear.
Sexual racing style.
Yeah. Just like cut to the in-cabin camera and he's steering with his ass.
The roll cage ain't the only one I got on right now.
Just a chastity cage on. Dude. It's like, she said I can't take it off till I win.
Nuts, man.
I can't take this chastity cage off till I win the Daytona 500.
It was I don't know if it was a pretty nasty wreck when he died. They had to identify him by his remote control butt plug.
Oh my God, dude. The Dale Earnhardt estate is going to be contacting us very shortly. His wife is looking for any ways she can make money. That woman is...
That's how they keep it going, man. You think the Dale Earnhardt Foundation's raising that money on their own? No. They're waiting for retarded guys to accidentally call him a gay guy.
Gail Earnhardt. Gail
got his ass. Happy birthday in heaven, Dale Earnhardt.
Oh man, he rules. Well, he ruled for sure. Like, I like our culture growing up as Americans. We all kind of were just forced to like the same shit. We didn't have enough internet. We didn't have enough niche topics on the internet. It was like, dude, when Tony Hawk did the 900, even black people were stoked.
It was nuts. They had no choice.
It was the only thing out that we could all agree on more shit because there was less shit to look at.
Right. Well, all of our culture was served family style, so we were all eating from the same platter, and now it's definitely a la carte.
Yeah, where you can pick and choose what you like and just dive into that.
I know, and I've been suffering from this, by the way.
I know. I like being. I miss when everything was supposed to be like extreme, like everything was cool. Like
I could go through another extreme phase right now. Would be pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, like the return. Well, Monster Energy seems to have stayed true to it. The Monster Energy girls. You should check these guys out. There's a song. This guy wrote a song called Monster Energy Girls, and it's like type it in, look it up. It feels very old.
Now, is this about like sexy ladies that promote Monster, or is this about like the fat women buying it at gas stations on the way to work in the morning?
It's Monster Energy Girls.
This guy, the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, right.
NASCAR edition.
That right there. That one right there. The guy in the convenience store right here. Right there.
Second from the right.
Yep. This guy, he wrote like a fucking pop punk early 2000s song about.
Oh my god.
That's basically the whole premise of the song is like there are no hot chicks on TV anymore except for Monster Energy, who has stayed true to the formula of like, yeah, put a chick in a tube top with a Monster Energy logo on it.
It's just them and the Sydney Sweeney soap. That's it. That's the only thing guys have left.
Oh man. Yeah, modern advertising has definitely changed. I don't want to see like a bald light-skinned guy with alopecia at Target. I don't want to
It's not it's crazy. It's like how many fucking what's the when black guys turn white slowly spot by spot? Vitiligo?
Vitiglio is a lot. There's a lot of Vitiglio representation in modern advertising.
That's like a golden ticket in modeling right now for low-end retail. Like you go into Walmart, Kohl's, Target, it's all Vitiglio dudes.
Just
by the way, they're more jacked than you, so they're wearing clothes that you can afford, but aren't going to look at. What the fuck, dude?
Tim just reacting to the.
It's like,
yeah,
he looked pissed off about it.
Yeah,
that sucks.
that is a crazy. That does look like your. It looks like your body's fighting. All right, take that off.
Every time I see one, especially in person, I go, "Wow, so bold, just being out like this." I'd probably wear a shroud if that was me.
It's almost. It's.
I'm
funny.
a coward, though. I'm not saying they're ugly and I'm judging them. I'm saying if I were straight, I'm actually dealing with like a peeling sunburn right now, and I'm thinking about going full Muslim.
just bars. Yeah, Tim, what are you doing?
I feel disgusting, dude. All my face is coming off, and I'm just like, bro, I cut my head off, man.
Here, you can wear my Baldwin mask. You can wear my King.
Hand me that.
Yeah, you know who else had a horribly disfigured body? King Baldwin. You can go ahead and throw that on for old time's sake. It's been a while since the King Baldwin mask is made a. Yes.
King Butterly, dude.
King Butterly. Yo, no, it's very sturdy.
Oh.
What's wrong?
We'll be right back, you guys.
We'll be right back, guys.
I put on the mask and the whole thing came down.
Yeah,
it's too powerful.
It's too powerful. Yeah, we're making fun of Dale, and then now we're like poking at King Baldwin.
I kind of wanted something to happen, like a cartoon tornado. I wanted to go the mask. I wanted to do the mask. I wanted to go Cuban Pete.
Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. I was trying to riff out that like Metal Gear Solid thing, but it's like it's just like
it's insane. It's insane.
The current situation of just being like Epstein's Island.
Well, okay, all right. So
yeah,
Kojima, obviously, he's more read up on what's going on at any given time than anybody. And the whole Metal Gear Solid series, he is like laying it down, and everything came true.
Right.
But right now, if you're fully read up, it starts with just like, a foreign government is controlling all of our politicians with a child sex ring.
Yeah.
And it's like, but actually above that, there are demons communicating with all the world leaders giving us technology, Snake.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's the tall whites are sort of running the show from a bunker somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough to even do conspiracy stuff because it terminates like intergalactically now. So it's like it's just really difficult to squeeze that into a tactical espionage action game.
Yeah, but sneak around.
Yeah. Here's a cardboard box full of wolf piss.
Yeah. Climb through the rafters of an Epstein party. It's just like just snakes he's in the air ducts. He can hear Bill Clinton and Tom Hanks sharing hors d'oeuvres. You look down. It does the camera pan. It's just I'm having a great time. What?
Snake, you have to rescue the Rizzler. He's being spit roasted by Al Gore and Elon Musk.
I give this MRE 3 big booms. I give this snake.
Oh, dude, that's so funny. He's doing the whole mission, and he also has to maintain his social media presence the entire time.
Chat, should I put him to sleep?
He's kick streaming Shadow Moses.
Chat, today we're going to destroy the Shago Hod. Fucking Solid Snake as a Twitch streamer is so funny. Thank you for your donation. Awesome. Otacon, thank you for your
yummy. Thank you.
Yummy. Just doing the NPC TikTok shit.
Dude, Solid Snake NPC is my Halloween costume.
Yeah, do it.
Yes.
Yeah, just a ring camera, just carrying a ring camera around with you, and you're just doing the Omi-chan. Hi. Snake John. Hi. Colonel. Nani desu ka? Chocominto. Chocominto.
But yeah, I love those games, man.
It's a great time. I fucking love those fucking games, dude. My Mexican stepdad put me on. He had every Metal Gear Solid.
Whoa.
He had 2. He had Sons of Liberty. He had 3. 3 was the first one. I went into his... It's funny. My stepdad used to keep his Metal Gear Solid and his porn like in the same DVD thing. So I'd be like...
Me and your stepdad should hang out.
One day I was going to have a classic 04 Fap Sesh, and then I was like, you know what? Let me check out Snake Eater instead.
He saved your life.
Yeah. I fell in love
He made
with
you
the
like
series.
smart and clued in and showed you bravery.
Yeah. I fucking love that game, dude. I would just put hours into that shit, dude. And then they always had they had that little Rambo moment too, where you could pick up the big gun. Oh, you pick up like a M16 and you just run around shirtless, and he's like, he starts shooting, and then he starts screaming as he's shooting. You're like, hell yeah, I'm not even trying to sneak around. I'm just committing a mass shooting right now.
And it hits so much harder because you've been sneaking around like a little weirdo the whole time. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of games where you could be a jacked guy with a big gun, but how many of them are you a little fucking weirdo sneaking around the bad guy's base?
I'm in the mud. Yeah, I'm rubbing mud on my face.
I'm laying on the ground in a crocodile helmet.
I was just gonna say I just had a crocodile in a rear naked choke in the middle of nowhere, Russia.
Yeah. I'm eating crackers in the swamp with a bleeding wound that I have to treat.
Yeah, I've broken ribs and I'm ripping a fat cigar in the dark.
Dude,
such an awesome concept.
It's so hard to do anything that isn't playing video games, man. I'm telling you, this is what happens. Every conversation I get into, it just devolves into how cool is Solid Snake.
I mean, that's fine. That's a lot of what this podcast is kind of like we just make fun of video games and make fun of old like pop culture references and shit.
Are you playing anything currently?
Rivals. I'm playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I was actually in the Marvel Rival Zone last night, and I just got off a 30-day chat ban. So what's up?
Let's go.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you play, if you guys play Marvel Rivals, do not spell out the N-word and hit enter after every letter of the N-word. It will get you a 30-day chat ban. Also, there's 6 lines of text that can be in the chat at once, so I just blocked out the whole. Yeah. I typed the N-word out and I got fucking.
It's a powerful spell, man. You got to save it.
It's a powerful spell. Yes.
It's a high mana spell, and you don't want to just break that out for nothing.
Yeah, I drained my mana. It took me 30 days.
30 days of mana.
It was a nightmare, dude. Getting chat banned in a game that requires talking pissed me off. That's why I quit RuneScape. I got chat banned in RuneScape in like 04.
Rite of passage, obviously.
Yeah. Level 45. Just got full rune armor, and I got chat banned. And I was like, this was before they let you cuss on RuneScape.
I never played RuneScape. I was only RuneScape adjacent. I was in message boards with guys playing RuneScape, and that's all my exposure to it. All the MOBAs, World of Warcraft. Like I'm overly familiar with them for having never played them.
Yeah, like I know I dip my toes in it for a little bit, but then I realize it's a lot of just sitting there clicking, and then I just go crazy. I'm like, this is nuts. I don't understand the RPG grind. Like guys who put like 15 years of their life into World of Warcraft, I know people like that. I'm like, how do you?
I've spent a lot of time ruminating on this. because I played Destiny and Destiny 2 for I think 3 or 4 years.
Ouch.
Every single night.
Oof.
Dinner's over.
Yeah.
Kids are doing homework.
Nice.
I worked all day. It's time to raid.
It's Papa time.
And it would be 4 to 6 hours drinking by myself, but on a headset with my buddies.
Nice.
And it took me 3 or 4 years to realize I was just doing the same thing over and over again for basically different T-shirts in the game. And I was just
T-shirt.
like, and our entire gaming group fell apart. We all hit a point where we were just like, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
Right.
The loot grind, I think, is killing us slowly.
Right.
And we're gonna blink, and we're suddenly gonna be retirement age with nothing to show for it except for a fucking box full of Gellerhorns or whatever. You know, like,
Yeah, I played Destiny my whole life, and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
yeah. Oh, dude.
All I got was this lousy
Do
T-shirt.
you know about the T-shirt from Destiny?
No.
If you achieve some sort of benchmark, you could pay them, I think, like $60, and they would monogram a Destiny T-shirt to like show your accomplishment.
Oh, no.
And I was on the order page. I did whatever the fucking quest was. I got to it. Like, I think it was like you had to max out the rewards for one of like the battle passes or whatever. And I was sitting there and I was just like, dude, if anyone ever sees me wearing this shirt, I'm going to have to fucking kill myself on the spot.
I have one like that. Taylor bought me Beyblades for Christmas last year,
Ooh.
and I fully dived into this hobby. I got second at a tournament.
Let's go.
Last Sunday.
I want to go so bad.
Oh, yeah,
Are
come.
you going to go to more?
Yeah, I have
I'm
one. I have one
dying
this
to go.
month. I'll text you.
Please.
I'll text you. We can come. You ever play as a kid?
I've played as an adult.
Yeah.
Well, I have an 8-year-old.
Oh, sick.
So I was at the store and I saw Beyblades. I was like, this is
Whoa.
what he's missing.
Honestly, if you want to get into it and get your son involved with it, I can put you in the right direction. Because there's like a lot of meta. Dude, there's meta. There's like deck strategies. You pick 3 and then you can do like...
Right. I've watched the videos of the guys furthest from pussy in the entire world, standing across from each other, and they're going through little bins of all their.
It's in my trunk.
And they're wearing fingerless white gloves and shit.
It's in the trunk of my car. In the trunk of my 99 Miata is 45 Beyblades. There's 4 in a Dale Earnhardt lunchbox. I swear to God.
Man.
I'll show you. Yeah, we can rip some after the pod, dude,
Now,
for sure. It's so fun.
You do a Patreon?
Yeah.
We're playing Beyblades on the Patreon, duh.
Yes, dude, let's go, dude. We're playing Beyblades on the Patreon. We'll get Taylor to put the camera down, and we'll just sit on the floor.
All right,
and
now,
we'll do the hour on the floor.
Second camera.
Yeah, get the second camera, we'll aim it down, and we'll just do it on the floor right here. Just talk with the mics and be like, all right, you ready? It's going to be the most unlistenable episode of the show. Tink, 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 tink.
Oh, fuck.
All right, run it back. 3, 2, 1.
Let's rip.
Let it rip.
Now,
I got
all right.
second. It was incredible. I lost to a guy with a lisp.
All right, so
I lost to a guy literally with a lisp, using the most bullshit strategy in the game.
All right. Before we get through the tale of your, I mean, I want to hear about your tournament run, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the meta,
The
right?
meta, yeah.
So obviously, now let me make some assumptions.
Okay.
Do you pick your blades blind and then you fight them, or are you watching each other?
You sort them blind.
You sort them blind.
They can't see what you sort, and you can't see what they sort.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
it's 3v3, and it's kind of like a rock. You do rock, paper, scissors to pick what side of the arena you pull on.
Does that matter?
Yeah, because there's a gear system along the edge of the arena.
Oh, right. So you're always rotating in the same direction.
Yeah.
And then I guess that dictates which side like the dump thing is on.
Right.
Okay.
So you kind of have an advantage if you're on the clockwise or the counterclockwise, depending on which one you're using.
Right. Do you ever forego the advantage in the first round because you've got a banger lined up for round 2 and 3? Obviously, duh. Come on.
Yeah. So you're like you're trying to. A lot of winning the round is kind of guessing what he's gonna pick. Like if I see he's desperate, I'm like, I know he's gonna pick that one next, so I put the counter up front. After you run 3, you can shuffle them and rerun it.
But you have to run the same 3.
Run the same 3. Yep.
Gotcha. And it's best of what?
Best to first, like in the first, like they'll do best of 4, and it'll be 5 rounds of best of 4. Okay.
Okay.
And then those guys, whoever wins the most out of those guys will make it into the top 8, and then that's first to 7, single elimination. So you'll lose. Yeah, you could fucking be fucking people up in that first to 4 all day long. You get to the top 8 and get knocked out immediately.
It's a different game at the top 8.
Yeah, because now you're playing to 7.
Right.
And there's intervals of like 1 point, 2 point, and 3 points. So you could rock like you could hit 2.
Wait, you mean in that there's whoever stops spinning first, or if you spin them out, or if you disassemble them, or whatever?
Yeah, if I outspin you, that's 1 point.
Gotcha.
If I hit you so hard that you disassemble, that's 2. There's a big pocket, that's 3, and then there's 2 little pockets on the side. Those are 2.
Okay, now, so all right, so I can grok the meta. Now, how much?
Hey, Grok, how do I get first place in the Virgin contest? It's simple.
Grok used to mean understand for autistic guys. My bad. So
I thought it was AI. I thought you were
yeah, I'll have this conversation with a computer later. Thanks very much, Michael.
Yeah.
No. Now, how much? And I'm assuming you would excel at this. How much of the meta involves like before the match starts? What kind of advantage can you gain before anyone lets it rip?
Building, like the ones you choose.
Mm-hmm.
So certain like weights, like there are guys like it's so funny. There are guys on YouTube with their Beyblades. They're like weighing them out on weed scales. You take the blade, you take the top part, the metal part, and you put it on a scale. Sometimes you go to Walmart, you buy like 3 of them, and then you buy 3 of the same one, and then you weigh and you take the heaviest one to the tournament.
Of course.
Because there's variances in manufacturing.
Yeah, obviously. Now, can you shave them down or maybe add a weight to it, or is that illegal?
Illegal as fuck. Okay. So you have to buy,
So you can't go full custom.
No. But there have been guys who got caught at tournaments like double-sided taping their bays together.
Oh,
Shit, like,
you piece of shit. I would beat the fuck out of someone that did that.
There's kids there.
Is there money on the line?
Yeah, usually there's money on the line. Like one tournament I went to with another comic who I got to start playing with me, dude, there was like a $200 grand prize or a $250 Beyblade. It was your choice.
You obviously take the Beyblade.
Yeah, obviously, because they're going to discontinue it by the end of July, and you can only get it in Japan, and it's the most horseshit way. You have to play on their app. You can only use the Japan app. You buy the Beyblades, you scan the code, you get points to play basically a lottery game on the Beyblade app in Japan. And then they'll send you this fucking super heavy Beyblade that's like, it breaks the meta.
You know, it used to be about the competition, man.
Yeah, I know.
All this fucking horse shit.
I'm big into just playing what you like. And I don't know, I like the community and I like going to card shops and fucking just playing this nerdy thing and people get hype. Also, I'm Filipino. There's like a huge Beyblade scene in the Philippines.
No
and I
way.
think I'm genetically predisposed to just letting it rip. I think I just like to let it rip, Tim. I Butterly, I like to let it rip. I like the Beyblade. I'm Asian, so I like spinning tops for some reason. It's probably some kind of genetic predisposition to enjoying that. The same way a black sees a basketball. It's like an Asian sees a spinning battle top or a Gundam, a tray of Gundam parts, and I'm just like, yeah.
Is there any kind of psychological advantage you can gain over your opponent? Can you do anything?
Yeah, I see guys will come from like San Antonio or Houston. And they're like, let me get there's guys who do the fucking nerdy asshole shit. Can I get a test rip?
Yeah.
And he'll do like 3 of those. He'll be like, all right, is there any other way you could move this? And like, yeah, they very tactics.
Yeah, kind of like when, arm wrestling, and they're trying to get like a little bit of an advantage in the grip before you start.
Right,
and it's not quite legal, but like you got to take every inch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you
like there are guys who like try to neg you. They'll see you ready, and then they kind of take that energy away by hitting like an unnecessary pause.
They ice you.
Well, yeah, you can also like as soon as the match starts, if you fucked up your launch, you can immediately request a relaunch.
What does that mean?
Like if you pull it right and you're like oh, that was underpowered, or like this guy walked by me and I hit him.
How many of those can you get though?
Like 1 per round.
Okay, good. Because
I mean, I had a guy. I played against a kid, and I was winning, and as I start winning, he goes, I think I need a relaunch. And I go, yeah, that would make sense, like, if we just did it. You can't request that as soon as I start beating you, dude.
Yeah, I already plinked off of you a couple times, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm obviously going to win this, and now you're like,
are we letting it rip or not?
yeah, pretty much.
Dude.
But yeah, anytime you want to come play, or if you want to get your kids into it, dude, I'll show you what to buy.
I'm at least curious enough to just fucking observe, dude. I've watched too many grand finals between, the most anime black guy ever. and seriously, it looked like an Indian kid with like a bone disorder. And I'm just like, these guys are on an even playing field right now.
I would go to these. I'll go to these like practice meetups up north in North Austin. There's like a giant black guy with a huge afro, and he's like 280, 300. And when he plays, he goes, "All right, 3, 2, 1, let it rip!" And we're in a boba shop, and there's this gigantic black kid. Let it rip! And he's like, "You." And I'm just like, all right, I got a spot in like 30 minutes. Let me pack this shit up and go.
Have you ever seen the do you follow any of like fighting game stuff?
A little bit. I'm like casual with the fighting game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd say I'm maybe the higher end of casual.
Yeah, like I understand. If I'm watching it, I understand what they're doing.
Have you ever seen the video of is a nerdy little white guy? His name is Viscant, and he's playing against a huge jacked black guy named Low Tier God. And
what were they playing? Tekken?
Oh, that's a good question. It could have been anything. I've watched these guys play so many different games. Maybe it was Street Fighter. But if you could pull up Viscant, it's Viscant versus Low Tier God. You've probably seen this because it just got it got spread around outside of the FGC. And they have like a confrontation. It's down the bottom right there, that middle one now. Up
2
right
minutes.
There.
Yeah, we'll watch this.
You don't need the whole thing. Well, I mean, you kind of actually do. It's pretty dense. Gamer nerd gets sweet revenge. Here we go. Turn that shit up. Yeah, this guy's 6'4". Doesn't need to be playing fighting games.
Now.
And now look at the dude he's playing against. Dude. It's like, hold on, pause it real quick. Pause it before he says this. You know, I've actually done some FGC events. You know, there were some GameStop tournaments when Street Fighter 4 came out. You know?
Yeah.
And I used to go to there was an arcade in West Philly, and it was it's half like University City, so it's like half college kids, and then just outside of like the dorms, it's the hood.
Oof. And
so it all kind of converged. But this is the beauty of the FGC. It is an absolute melting. It's true diversity in that you're all on a level playing field. It's all in the game, but you're completely equalized. So white dorks and like black dudes who like would probably have a little bit of trouble with even a traffic stop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are all on the same playing field, and the end result is that a white kid can, a nerdy little, you know, prototypical GameStop manager like this can win.
Yeah.
And then drop something like this. Feast your eyes.
I got one more thing to say. So, there's going to come a point when you forget about what happened, and you're going to want to come back at me. And you're going to want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
This is good old classic American fun right here. This is American culture, bro. I love that.
Imagine any other scenario where he could get away with that. Yeah.
Stink.
Yeah, he would look different for the rest of his life if he did that at like a gas station.
God, look at all those hours of...
Look at the bro behind him, by the way.
And you're going to want to come back at me. And you're going to want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
This guy in the corner is like, yo, he just said that to him.
That's so fucking funny. And the other guy just has to be like, okay, I'm abiding by the customs of, you know, whatever convention center let us do this.
Yeah, we're at the tournament. I can't crash out here. They'll never let me back. I'll get kicked off the forums. I'll get banned from every event. I love this game. I cannot lose this.
It's my livelihood. Right. It's my job.
Yeah. I love that, dude. I've always loved like the nerd culture and like competitive nerd culture. It's there are some guys who are some straight up cornballs and dickheads, but they're like, you'll have some genuine good times. And now that I found like competitive Beyblade, I actually I was in the Discord and I was like, hey guys, I just want to let you know, man, this has been really good for me. This has been great for me, and I enjoy playing with y'all, man. This
Anyone
is awesome.
else think the competitive Beyblade scene is wholesome as fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, totally feel you.
Yeah, basically, I was like, guys, this has been so good for me, and I really enjoy playing with y'all. Thanks for, because I'm just like, I'm a nerdy guy, but I'm also like normie to the point to where when I pull up to these events, people are kind of like, "What the fuck? Why is this guy here?"
Yeah.
Or like I remember like when I found the community online, I scrolled up in the Discord and they were like, "Yeah, I guess this guy's like famous or something. I'm 8K on Instagram." I'm like, "No, this is yeah, he's like a comedian around here." Well, he better focus on. Well, he better be funny. They're all talking shit and then I'm like, "Hey guys, what's up?
Don't quit your bay job.
Don't quit your bay job, asshole." Dude. Also, shout out to my wife. She FaceTimed me. I was running late. She FaceTimed me from the
Tiger.
Yeah. She FaceTimed me from the Target toy aisle and was like, "Do you have these?" And she bought me some. Yeah, I was like,
That's
"Yeah, give
premium
me that."
wife, man.
Yeah, it is
You did
premium
it right.
wife. Yeah. You gotta meet her. We all gotta have dinner, dude. It's a good time.
I was thinking recently, I was scrolling past Diablo 4 on like Game Pass or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not in Diablo anymore, but when Diablo 3 came out, I sent my pregnant wife. My wife was like 8 3/4 months pregnant, and I was at work all day, and I sent her to the store to go get me Diablo 3.
just in line.
Just like, I can't believe I'm spending
one copy of Diablo 3, please. She sets it on the counter. And the debit card.
Dude, I mean, she's in nothing but suffering every time she has to do something. I'm like, and I know that, but I would really like to be able to play this tonight. And if you could just go get me the CD-ROM for the game, I would really appreciate it.
Your girl plays games?
No, I'm doing a YouTube series right now where I'm forcing her to play through the Metal Gear Solid
Yeah,
series.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Girl Solid.
Yeah,
is, but the fun of it is that she's like familiar with it just from being with me for 20 years, and like, you know, she saps some of it in. But no, she plays like Animal Crossing. She would never say she's a gamer.
That's in my set. Get you an Animal Crossing woman is in my set. I actually have a joke about that, and all the white chicks in the crowd always die at it.
It's
a solid woman.
It is a solid woman. That's also an extremely relatable premise.
Right. And it's niche enough, but it's still relatable.
Genius. I wish I came up with that.
I love it.
I wish I thought to talk about that.
I come home and all I hear is and I'm like, yeah, that's the sound of a loving, loyal relationship. That's like she's not out getting drunk with her friends.
It does get tweaked slightly when start to notice how many fucking acorns or bells or whatever they have, and it's just like the laundry's still in the dryer.
Yeah, I was like, it's so funny. It's like
that rug does go great in your hut or whatever, but it's like I just stepped on the vacuum cord again, and I'm wondering if we could do something about that.
Yeah, honey, I'm glad you got the third floor of your house, but there's an eviction notice on our apartment. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to just pretend you're playing Animal Crossing in real life.
Oh, but
let's pay these bills.
Imagine the Animal Crossing girls that don't have a husband, though. Yeah. That's probably a pretty dark existence,
right? And that's kind of like the joke. The premise of the joke is find the Animal Crossing girl. I'm trying to hook these girls up.
Because she needs you. She needs just you as much as you need her.
Yeah, because she'll bake.
Yeah, not well. She'll have a difficult time following instructions in real life.
You're going to be biting through a couple of tough cookies, but if you trudge through that for about 2 years, dank. She'll just crank out the dankness. You can make her just cooking mama. Also, buy her cooking mama as well. You're just making your wife via Nintendo Switch games. You're like, here's Cooking Mama and Animal Crossing. Have fun. She sucks at merging on the freeway. Here's Mario Kart. Try this out. Why don't you hit X to look over your shoulder before you?
You're treating her like Neo. Everything that you need from her, you just get more software for her.
Just upload the. Yeah. Here, play a porn game.
Yeah, have you tried Rayplay yet?
Here's Leisure Suit Larry. Figure it out.
Yeah, here's Playboy Pinball. They had that. Oh my God, that's funny as fuck. Yeah, dude, Animal Crossing lady, that's a solid woman, man. That's a good woman.
It's a great start. It's a great starting base for a woman.
Yeah, here, be a homemaker.
It's the Dagestani wrestling of women. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna dominate if that's what they're coming from.
That's so funny. You say Dagestani wrestling because I know the Dagestani handcuff. I'm like taking jujitsu and shit.
Whoa, what's the Dagestani handcuff?
I can't remember. But it's like
I thought you were gonna say I can't divulge that.
Yeah,
I can't go into that.
Are you going to 10th Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there soon.
Come on by.
I can't wait.
I roll with comics. I roll with Danny Martinello. There's a photographer, Kyle Post, I train with. I haven't gone this week, but
Do a lot of comics go?
on Thursdays they do. Thursdays at 2. I'll go this Thursday
Really?
too if you want to fuck around. Yeah.
Zach told me to come by.
Yeah,
But
of
I'm,
course.
like I said, man, I'm purple under all my clothes. I can't grapple right now.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm really excited to do.
I've definitely gone to jiu-jitsu with Texas Sunburn. It is not a good time. Anything of like anybody's like imagine like when you get a little tap on your shoulder with Sunburn. Now imagine a guy just absolutely doing this number on your shoulder.
Oh
blade.
no! Oh,
Just
you
like-
guys don't wear gis, but I was going to jiu-jitsu wearing the gi
Yeah.
with full body sunburn back in Philly, and it's almost a sexual pain.
Yeah.
It's like you know how
Sexual
you know,
pain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
An S&P 500 is crazy. Dude.
You know how like the Hellraiser guys are always kind of just like, ooh, it feels so deliciously painful. I kind of got that after rolling around with sunburn and a gi.
It sucks.
It's like, I have such fucking.
I forgot how
holes to
goonery the Hellraiser guys are.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh
Goonery
yeah.
Hellraiser guys. Yeah, they're all Voldo from Soulcalibur.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
was Voldo on the ground. Inverting.
yeah. You have a Switch too?
Not yet, man.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on. I'm not living that good.
Yeah, I found one, and it's very. You can do the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, and it puts GameCube games on it. You can emulate. Yeah, there's a few GameCube titles on there. They're gonna add Super Mario Sunshine soon, but they have Soulcalibur II on that bitch
With Link, obviously.
Yes, with
Yeah.
Link, and I grabbed the little Joy-Con controller and I started playing it, and I kind of got a little emotional. I was like, dude, I haven't played this game in 15 fucking years, and all of it's coming back right now.
Dude,
Soulcalibur 2 was goated back in the day, boy.
you just unlocked a memory for me. When Soulcalibur 2 came out, it was probably like the year after high school for me.
Yeah.
So I was just like kind of working a shit job and playing video games as much as I could and hanging out with my best friend. And we got Soulcalibur together and we got good at it at the same time.
Oh, that's incredible.
And it got to the point where the matches started to look kind of cinematic because we were both like neck and neck and kind of getting nasty at it. And we lost touch. He got involved with a girl. She got pregnant. He's, kind of got like a serious job. And it was just like, damn, I lost my fucking Soulcalibur friend.
Right.
And
I lost
then,
my soulmate, Soulcalibur.
Yeah.
My Soulcalibur soulmate.
And then he ended up getting into kind of a pretty serious custody dispute and murdered her. Isn't that crazy?
Ring out. I don't know.
Yes, dude.
Two souls intertwining in battle.
Heaven or hell. Wait, that's a different game. But still, you get the point.
Yeah. As time transcends, his disdain for his wife grew stronger and stronger. One day, the mighty warrior raised his blade, and the wench ceased to exist. Soulcalibur II.
Well done, man. Thank you for that. I mean,
Tim's childhood friend, forever imprisoned.
dude.
Encapsulated in steel.
I mean, what a slow pitch down the middle, man. That's awesome.
God, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, you really did underhand that shit. And I was like, here, Tim.
Nuts.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Open the podcast prep, and we're going to revisit the Soulcalibur II AI.
Wait, what?
Somebody put an AI voice thing on the Soulcalibur announcer and just made him say a bunch of funny ass shit.
I'm ready.
Yeah, and I'll just go to the pod prep and scroll
Wait,
down.
did you walk me into this whole time?
No.
It happened.
No, we just
already
naturally.
looked at this.
I'm a professional, man. I may have subconsciously put this into the.
Do I have zero control over my own actions and words? What is happening?
right there? It's
How
in the
did we
middle.
get
This
here?
one right here.
Yeah, it's that one right there. Well, I mean, it works. It just
The
here.
rim of the bowl and releases his bowels into the toilet of time. Spreads like a roaring tempest, like 1,000 fursuits storming the halls of a Marriott hotel. A man needs a sword, and a sword is a strong, independent black woman who needs no man. Two souls face each other head-on in fateful battle. A third doom scrolls awkwardly on his phone in the corner. I'm not reading that one. Juicy burger of ambition is placed under the nose of a blind man and snatched away, leaving him forever haunted by the first bite that could have been. Anyway, Fighters Wonderwall. His life but a reverberating fart, echoing through the halls of time. Trapped in a small cage with 6 children and nothing to eat, he emerged 3 days later victorious as the lone survivor. 2 people fight. 2 souls stand like towers as fate crashes into them. History tagged her story. Now she continues her featured quest for repentance and for peace for her mutuals and eternal best. Betrayed by greed, he now roams the land, seeking retribution for his stolen JPEG monkey.
Stolen JPEG monkey.
GameCube system. Place the controller on the floor. Places his hands on the rim.
I think
Psycho Mantis at the end.
you could make this a lot worse.
Yeah.
I was bracing myself for something you'd have to cut from the podcast.
Derek Chauvin pressed his knee against the neck of George Floyd. 2 souls
A man
intertwined.
selling loose cigarettes.
Yes. A fake $20 bill. And 1 man determined to serve justice.
1 woman being unruly in the back of a police car.
Hundreds of countries they've been kicked out of. They find home in America. An island filled with children and politicians.
A gas chamber with a wooden door. 1 man.
6 million souls. Allegedly. The Soulcalibur guy is so fucking. That is such a funny avenue. Oh man, I really did engineer the shit out of that in real time. I was like, here, let's show, let's talk about
master
Soulcalibur.
broadcaster.
Oh, I'm trying, man. I try to make it fun. Oh goodness.
Did you see the Elmo hack, huh?
Huh?
The Elmo hack.
What is that?
Elmo got hacked on Twitter.
No.
Started spitting some. He
Anti-Semitic.
started throwing the heavy stuff.
Can we show it on YouTube or no? Should we-
I don't know.
Is it safe?
What are you trying to get fucking monetized?
Pussies.
Dude. I've never once gotten paid for YouTube.
We do have. We
I
have.
poured my life into this shit and
We
it's
have-
gone nowhere.
We have 69 cents in our YouTube monetization account. 69.
Give up on it, man. People want the real shit instead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've yet to put my W-9 information into my Patreon. I'm just stacking up. I have $4 million in my Patreon I can't touch because I'm fucking too lazy to get an LLC. Me and Taylor have to make an LLC. We don't have a company W-9 thing
Get
yet.
an offshore account first. All right.
Thank you.
So there's the apology, but
Can I read the apology for the listeners? On Sunday, Elmo's X account was briefly hacked by an outside party. In spite of the security measures in place, we strongly condemn the abhorrent anti-Semitic and racist content, and the account has since been secured. These posts in no way reflect the values of Sesame Workshop or Sesame Street, and no one at the organization was involved.
also on their signature Sesame Street green.
Yeah.
And a recognizable font, obviously. Now, can we show some of the stuff that he was saying?
The Elmo tweets. Just
We gotta
hacker impersonating Elmo makes anti-Semitic X posts. That is so funny, dude.
It's probably gonna be in screenshot only, but I guarantee it's there.
And there's an act out on the way because I can do an Elmo voice.
I was hoping. And you know what? I could too, but it's just I can't bring myself to broadcast it. Here we go.
Fuck you and your tranny daughter.
No, finish it.
On Patreon, I will. Oh, I will, but not here. Oh, Jews.
Oh my god.
Elmo says, release the files at real Donald Trump child fucker. Elmo says all Jews should die. Fuck Jews. Donald Trump is Netanyahu's puppet because he is in the Epstein files. Jews control the world and need to be That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Damn, Elmo cooking. Elmo right scroll up Elmo right before those tweets. Or like in the fucking turtleneck, bro. With the Coke.
Yeah.
That is incredible, dude. Elmo says clipping coins is bad. Oh my god. That is incredible. Oh my god. You know what?
Isn't that
Sesame
great?
Street could have doubled down and just been like, yeah, I mean, we don't We got to teach the kids.
There's nothing more important than freedom of speech.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to teach the children
First
stuff?
Amendment rights.
Yeah. Elmo was expressing his First Amendment rights.
You don't have to agree with it. That's what makes it so important.
You can follow Elmo on Rumble. Elmo's on Rumble now.
Elmo categorically denies all the allegations.
Elmo's gonna be on Roseanne Barr's podcast. Elmo Wars. They're turning the frogs gay. They're turning the fucking frogs.
Oh, dude, yeah, feeding Alex Jones to Elmo AI.
Yeah,
come
that's
the
good.
fuck on.
Elmo AI voice with Alex Jones quotes. Yes, that's incredible.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That'll do it.
I need to learn how to.
There you go.
You know, every time you make an AI video, you kill like an entire coral reef as far as like energy displacement.
Good, dude. Fuck coral. I've never been able to afford to go to a coral reef in my entire life. I'm sick of just seeing them in textbooks and shit. Suck my dick.
Yeah. Oh, sick. It looks, yeah, a giant pair of boobs that look like they're made out of brain.
Yeah, you know, it'd be nice.
Coral.
It'd be fucking cool as hell to snorkel in there for 2 hours while I worry about getting back from vacation to my job. That'd be fucking sick for me, man. Fuck coral reefs. Oh no, ecosystems. Cool, man. Whatever.
Under the sea.
Everything costs my entire paycheck. I don't give a fuck about coral reefs, dude.
Under the sea. Everything's better. Botany cannot see under the sea. Nothing is free. Oh my God.
Go ahead, make it racist. Go ahead. You're allowed.
4-bedroom house. I paid 1.3. It's like what all my new material is now. It's like what you were just saying. It's like I can't buy a house and there's microplastics in my balls. We're not in the future, dude. This is fucked.
Guess what? The past was the same fucking thing, man. It's never rocked. There was 10 years where it rocked between the Cold War and fucking 9/11.
Yeah.
And it's not going to rock again. And it's like, get the fuck over it, man. Scrape an existence out of the fucking dirt like the rest of us and try to, I don't know, get into disc golf or something, man.
Right. And that's kind of the point is like, I understand why we're all partying. Because I don't think like I'm starting to notice shit and I'm trying to bring it up and bridge that gap and kind of like be like, it's like a look what they took from us angle of comedy. But it's kind of more of just like me being a 90s kid and being like, why the fuck is everything the way it is now? We were promised so much more. You know this. We were promised so much more. And it was all just a giant bait and switch to work for Amazon.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
We got baited.
Cool.
We got baited and switched into working into like fighting with robots.
We went from a rustic schoolhouse where 13 children were taught by the nicest lady in your town. And now it's just like it's 12 years of making sure that your child won't piss his pants in an Amazon truck. That's all life is. Now, do you want to play video games and go tubing every once in a while, or do you want to fucking cry online?
Yeah,
that's
basically
all life is, dude.
Yeah. We get like we all kind of do get very enthusiastic about that stuff for just a little bit, and then they roll out the new distraction, and everyone's like, "Did you get the Switch too?" Well, I mean, I know where they're at.
Yeah,
I can tell you. It's on
you found
Fridays.
one? You got one?
Yeah,
Oh.
Friday morning.
I was going to check Costco. It's like, hey, man, I want that to be my biggest problem to figure out. You know?
Yeah. So Tim is very pro. Just stay plugged in, bro. It's fucked. It's like
pay attention, obviously.
Yeah,
but like, go get some sunshine.
Yeah,
and then die at a normal age. And I avoid having your last thought being like, did we get the pedophiles? It's like, probably not, bro. But it's like, did you get to every barbecue you were invited to?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah. I do. I like to picture you just like with the Matrix thing hooked up to your neck and you just go. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't want to sound like I don't care or that I'm stupid or unplugged, but it's like, bro, I've got people that depend on me, so I can't really. Would I love to spend all my time reading about what's wrong and like telling people what to do? Sure, it seems pretty fun online. But at the end of the day, I have to show tenderness to 3 beautiful children and show them a better way of life.
Right.
And if I doomed them to an entire, existence of just bitching about minimum wage, I'd be doing them wrong.
Right. And I think that there's a good balance of that. There's something powerful in being a father and knowing how fucked shit is, but also framing it for your children like but don't focus on that. You can build upon yourself and still make a great life for yourself without constantly being like, being negative. Like framing that for your children, having a positive outlook and like being like, yeah, I'm going to fucking at least try. I'm going to try and do shit.
Right. In the beginning, I was like pretty careful about it. And now I'm just like, look, dude, school's mostly fake. Do me a favor and get good grades so that no one calls me about it. And then just figure out a way to like lie to the government and get as much money as you can.
Right.
And then you'll be fine.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. And I think that's why they don't want us to have kids. Because we know what to tell them.
Well, they don't want you to have kids because they want to replace your children with immigrant children because they're cheaper. And then they also want to extend your lifespan so that you don't retire as young.
Exactly.
And they want you to work up until the day you die when you're like 85 or whatever. So, and I tell my children this, I go, look, man, that's what they're going to do to you.
That's how they save money. They don't have to pay you a retirement if you work. They don't have to pay you as much retirement if you're working until you're 84 as opposed to 65.
I explained, I break this down for them all the time. They're so sick of hearing about it, and I'm just like, all right, well, just go fucking ride a bike or something, man. Get out of my face if you don't want to hear it.
Go stand on some pegs. Go scrape your fucking knee, dude. Touch grass, asshole.
Would you please go make a mistake in the woods? Just get out of my face.
Start a fire.
An hour and a half.
Start an uncontrollable fire.
Go get in trouble.
Go start an uncontrollable fire that makes you and all your friends unable to hang out anymore for the rest of middle school.
Here's some fireworks. Head to a drought zone right now.
Yeah. Here, take these
Call me if you need me, man.
Take these car batteries. Throw them in the lake. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, that's a good way to get 90 minutes of Death Stranding 2 in.
You're like, all right, sick. Now it's time to deliver these Amazon packages on Death Stranding 2.
But if you drink and need a ride, call me.
Right. Also, hit me up.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys talking to some random homeless guy to get you beer. I'll get you the beer. But yeah, I'll break down my origin story for you on the Patreon.
Oh, I can't
I want to
wait.
hear what you projected for me, and then we'll do like 15 minutes of Beyblades at the end. How about that?
Hell yeah.
Head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Radio Ridley Radio for an extended cut of me and Tim Butterly letting our nut saying, Tim, is there anything that you want to plug to these folks before we send you out of here or end this one?
Just follow me on social media and YouTube and Twitch. It's all Tim Butterly on everything. I'm trying to do fun stuff, and I feel like I'm on a holy mission to eat up as much of your work day as I can. So that's about it. Thank you guys very much.
Incredible. And guys, you can always follow me at Ridley Sweaty on Instagram. Go check out Taylor's podcast, Gorecast, on YouTube. And go ahead and follow the studio, Smokestack Studios. We got a bunch of other stuff too. I just want to let you guys know, thank you so much for sticking around and believing in us and having fun with us and letting us do our thing. I'm very proud of y'all. Feel free to DM me if you ever need somebody to talk to. I love you guys. Take it easy.